Well, with more on this, I'm joined from Berlin by Angeliki Dimitriadi from the European Council on Foreign Relations. Angeliki, good to speak to you. What are your thoughts on the Denmark's refugee bill?
Well, it's obviously problematic on many levels. They're rolling back a lot of the protections that were offered in the past on asylum seekers. But I think the most problematic element of the bill is the family reunification clause. The fact that they're limiting it, they have to wait for 3 years before they can apply. It's a huge problem because a lot of these people have family members, immediate family members that they would like to bring with them to Europe, many of them in need of protection. So that will automatically curtail, essentially, access to safe place for a lot of them.
Well, Angeliki, you mentioned the families, but what about the confiscation of items? Surely it's right that refugees who are in places like Denmark should be paying to help the state system there.
Well, it's not right on any level. I absolutely agree with you. And it is a crucial element of the bill. It's something that we're not only seeing in Denmark, it's now increasingly being discussed here in Germany. We know that Switzerland is imposing a similar limitation in relation to the valuables. But that is one aspect, and I realize that it's an important one, but it's also, the family reunification remains more important because although the question of the valuables is taking us back, if you'd like, to the darker times of European history, the family reunification was one of the strongest elements that we had in Europe in relation to our values and how we understood asylum. So to me, that is even more problematic, the fact that we're rolling back on it gradually.
And Angeliki, do you see there being some pushback now to countries like Germany, now that it will be harder or more disincentive to actually get into places like Denmark?
We're already seeing a reversal in the route. Germany, Austria, Slovenia, and now Macedonia, they're only allowing people in from Greece that have valid travel documents, and their intended destination is declared to be Germany and Austria primarily, and they're only allowing access for the Afghans, the Iraqis, the Syrians, and the Eritreans. So we're already seeing the side effects. As the Scandinavian route closed, Germany had to take some restrictions, then Austria soon followed, and of course downwards to the route. There is already a bottleneck in Greece, and it will probably only get worse.
Well, Angeliki, the EU is divided over how to deal with the refugee crisis. This is only going to make it much more hard.
No, I absolutely agree with you. I mean, we've been discussing and going back and forth for over a year on how the Europeans should be dealing with this. It's very clear that the only solution on the table is for everyone to work together, and we're very far from this happening. I know that here in Germany, a lot of hope has been placed on the deal with Turkey, and that is one potential aspect of the solution, but it can't be the only one unless the Europeans get together and agree on a common policy that involves protection also to the people in need and cooperation between the member states. We're seeing that Schengen is gradually falling apart, and I think the European project is also endangered.
Well, Angeliki Dimitriadi, thank you very much for now.